Alright, we are back with building the glutton. I'm still working. Okay, and I'm after... Okay, now an issue I had at one point with this design was that all of the raw materials were flowing from the collection, from the spatial disruptors at the four corners of the front of the ship, and they're all going straight back into the, what's the word I'm looking for? Canisters, cargo containers of my miner ship, of my worker bee and miner ship, and personally I don't like that much. I'm gonna use some of Shadowflux's cabling here to lay a bit more more discreet, I guess you could say, is the best way of putting it. More discreet cabling line. And then from there, I can use the wires. Yes, I know they're not connected to anything. And I actually need... Where's that T-pipe? Actually, that works perfectly. 6. Okay. And... Just gonna have to check on the orientation of that as I'm done here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that manually. Okay, from there, it flows into the... They go from the small containers up front to the SF Connex here, and then they go down... Come on. Into these... Where is it? I have to drill a hole in the ceiling to figure out where the heck's... what's where. Okay, I think that actually goes straight down into the Connex. What's below me? Yes, it does. It goes straight down into the Connex, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Right now, I'm redoing the piping in the ship to make sure it doesn't go into places I don't want it to. I mean, it should go from the small containers to the larger containers, the Connex, and then directly into the refineries. I don't want anything to get in the way of it going directly to the refineries. So what I'm actually going to do is cut these here. And then it goes directly into the bottom. That is... And that goes directly into a refinery, so I'm just going to... Is there a Connex above? There should be a Connex above this one. Yes, there is. Okay, and that goes where exactly? To the central area. And out. Okay. Oh, actually, I wanted to go back into these Connex before it finally feeds back into the central system. So actually, let's pop down. I have a lot of issues with my game right now. Okay, Not what I'm trying to do here. Ah, there we go. One second. Thank you for waiting. It is still bloody hot in here. Okay, now where was I? Okay, I was trying to figure out the piping system where everything went. So it goes from the upper areas into the connex there, which goes down into the connex here, which is then brought over to the central system here, and then finally brought through the entire system over here. Oh, god damn it, my brain's hurting here. Okay. That's why I was trying to use spectator mode, because it's easier. It's just easier to fly around. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now. This way. Okay, so it starts there. Goes over here. The connex. Goes down from the connex into the other connex. This connex is only connected to this line here. From there, it goes back into here, and then brought over. Where are you? I think I have an isolated system right now because it's not connected to anything. That goes down there. Okay, so that's connected to everything over here. And that goes back into the refinery. Pipe goes back here. Okay, okay, I think I got it. So what I want to do is separate them out even further. So let's turn that on. And get rid of this piping here. Okay. So the last place I want any resources to go is directly into the assemblers. It just becomes very messy. So what I'm going to do is put some more refineries in this gap here. Brain's not working. Assembler refinery. There we go. This is how I had it set up earlier. From there, I actually had two just straight up conveyors here. Because it was just simpler to connect up to a few other things that I had at the moment. I don't see them. Oh. That explains why my life support isn't working properly. No, here it is. It's right in front of me. Bleh. Okay. Okay. These bioreactors have a very small amount of space in them, so they won't get filled up by anything important for the most part. And from there, I want to put some water recycling systems on top of them. See, Daisy. Get out of the way. There we go. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 bioreactors and 16 water recyclers. I really like these resupply stations that Knot came up with, Knot 76 something. There we go. So you can just... Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, duh. I'm in spectator mode. I don't have a physical presence. I'm a fucking ghost. Okay, and then from there, have these go over here. Let's get a normal pipe. Actually, no, I have something that works just as well. Then I can just conveyor, a normal conveyor here. And it's greenlit. Okay. So, okay. Goes from the collectors to the back to the convex. The convex. The bioreactors to the refinery to the convex to the refineries here. Then I'm going to need a break somewhere where it goes back into the normal system. I think if I put... I have no idea if these will work on working on the other side or not, but... And I need a regular pipe. Or wire, rather. One of the two. I don't care. Then... balls. Okay, conveyor. There we go. Okay, now let's see if it worked on the other side. It didn't. It didn't even place that on the other side. And I just lost my refinery on that side, didn't I? Yep, I did. Huh. Thought, why waste space? And once these are hooked into the conveyor system, I will never have to do anything with them again, so... I have a little bit... It's just a little kind of buffer area, I guess you could say. Perfect. Okay, that works, that's functioning, and then they should feed back into the system. There we go. And then once they're refined, they'll either go back into the convex or these large containers here, and from there, they would finally be brought into the refineries. So these, it's going to be the convex and the everything else are often acting as buffers. Okay, let's see. Let's open up this area here. see what we got. Whoops. You really got to replace this mouse. Wrong one. That goes there. That goes there. Let's get back into the ship. Okay, more refineries then. Well, that's a thought. That's a corner block, so I can't. Can I? No, I cannot. Okay. Well. Let's cut a hole. Okay. Okay, from there I just want straight beam, straight up. Not good enough for me. And then from here. Uh, it's 10 more, and then flip it around. I thought I removed that. do not want the queue. I want the cable. Let's see if that worked on this side. No, of course it didn't. And yeah, it did. That didn't even work here. Okay, what's in the way? I say nothing! Oh. Of course, that doesn't fit. Memory serves. I also got this little guy in here, which actually makes me think that I should have used the small reactor refinery rather than the big one. Probably they also probably mirror better. No, don't! I hate that! It's like, I love having the ability to copy and paste, but it's on Control and C, two buttons which I normally use, you know, because Control does one thing, C does another thing. I mean, why would Control C make sense in a lot of other programs? Not this one so much. Of course, I can't remember if there's a good way of getting rid of this stuff or not. Okay, woo. That's fast. That's really fast. Oops. I don't know if this is the original or copy. Both of them should be exactly the same, so it shouldn't matter. Whoa, why am I going so quickly? Okay, that makes some sense, I guess. And once again, these are not assemblers, they are refineries. They are small refineries made by... Honestly, I can't remember. I think it's Ember Shard, but I can't remember exactly. My virtue is not my memory. But with this many small refineries, it's quite possible that I shouldn't have any issues with that with storage in the near future. Okay, let's see here. What do I got? Okay, so I need 4. Okay, what's in the way? Okay, why won't you work on this? Odd. Okay, so it's not exactly the same as my old setup, but it should work fine. I'm going to stick a couple large large, well, large containers, not mega containers. Those take up way too much space for what they do. Up here. Yeah, it's weird. Nothing wants to stick to these things. Should just be able to do this though. That should give them an outlet directly into the containers here because they're all lined up. And should be the closest inventory in which they can dump stuff. At least that's the general idea. Hopefully it works. Okay, now I'm going to start rebuilding the, I should really save. Because I've been running without autosaves. Now I'm going to start rebuilding the mining system that was on the front of the ship that I had set up. And it was the... Where are you? Special disruptor something. There we go. Distortion generator. Ugh. Okay, I'm... Oh yeah. I can go through walls! Keep on forgetting that. Yeah, that should work fine. Okay. And, like, yeah, that should work fine. As far as I know, the distortion generators don't have a specific direction they work in. They just project a field that anything goes in that field, it hurts like a son of a bitch. There we go. Then I need bendy pipe. Then the distortion generator goes on the end of that. Luckily, all these have have inputs on every single side. Conveyor. That's the distortion generator. I really wish the person that made this mod would you would have used a different not texture, but not model. Can't think of the word. Yeah, model. That's actually exactly the word I was looking for. For these rather than the conveyor block. And let's see what else was there. Well, that's the end of this episode anyways. I'll be continuing to work on this for probably another couple hours. Trying to get this back to where it was. Oh, shoot, I gotta install some oxygen generators too. Maybe a still or two. Because they look cool. Yeah. Shadow Flux used equipment mod. Very looks cool, very fun. I just wish the person that made this concrete block would have actually made it use gravel because quite frankly, there's no other use for it. Oh well. Yeah.